ginagawa nilang propaganda ito they are trying to project to the public na ayaw lang harapin ng Vice Presidente. Actually, karapatan ng Vice Presidente Sara C. Duterte ang hindi mag-appear dito sa Kangaroo Committee holding or conducting a void, bogus, illegal impeachment proceedings. If the Supreme Court, if ever, in the interest of in the higher interest of justice, will issue a TRO, kasalanan na ito ng House Committee on Justice. Kasi pinatunayan lang nila sa buong Pilipinas at sa mga Pilipino na hindi sila sumusunod sa ating Constitution at sa mga batas. They are the first lawbreakers. Alam mo, reckless itong House na ito Ang ginagawa nila ay lantarang paglabag sa mga batas. Kasi ang nangyayari, ang committee na mismo ang naggagather ng ebidensya at nagsusupply ng mga kakulangan sa complaints. So yung lack of ultimate facts at lack of evidence, ang committee na mismo ang gumagawa ng role o function ng complainants.
Sir, ano po ang inyong major takeaways sa naging pagdinig kahapon? Unahin po siguro natin yung nagsinabi po ni Congressman Marcoleta na sinita niya na weaponize ang Justice Committee, impeachment, improvement sa reklamo at sinorportahan po yan ni Congressman Garbin. Sir.
Well, I was observing also the proceedings. Alam mo, habang tumatagal, lalong nagiging Kangaroo Committee talaga. At illegal ang ginagawa ng House Committee on Justice. Lahat na yata ng batas ay nilabag nitong committee na ito, chaired by Representative Luistro. And I'm very disappointed because the Congress should have been very obedient of the Constitution. Pero ang nangyayari, kabaliktaran. And ang nangyayari kahapon ay isang proof na ang kanilang proceedings ay void, bogus at illegal. At ang punto ni Congressman Marcoleta na sinangayunan ni Congressman Garbin ay tama. Kasi ang nangyayari, ang committee na mismo ang naggagather ng ebidensya at nagsusupply ng mga kakulangan sa complaints. So yung lack of ultimate facts at lack of evidence, ang committee na mismo ang gumagawa ng role o function ng complainants. So this is really unprecedented. I've never seen this in all the impeachment complaints that I have participated as counsel. And sana matauhan na itong House Committee on Justice because all of these actions of theirs void the proceedings that they are conducting. Itong mini trial is questionable. Tapos yung kanilang proceedings like gathering evidence for the complainants is questionable. Tapos yung bank secrecy law, binayolate din nila yung Anti-Money Laundering Act, the amended Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2021, and the Anti-Graft Law ay nabiolate din ng AMLAC at ng committee. So, Diyos mio, this is really dismaying on the part of the House kasi dapat ang speaker should also tell the committee, mag-ano kayo, mag-aral kayo mabuti kasi parang iba na ang ginagawa ninyo. And the more yung petitions na nakapending sa Supreme Court na humihingi ng TRO, baka mag-issue ang korte in the light of the patent illegalities and voidness of the proceeding, baka mag-issue ang Korte Suprema ng TRO.
Opo, sir, sa court rules, sinabi po ni Congressman Garbin, isa rin pong abogado, na nalalabag daw po yung procedural due process. Ano bang ibig sabihin nito, attorney?
Well, ito yung karapatan ng isang respondent sa isang proceedings na bigyan siya ng kanyang day in court. No? At dapat fair yung proseso. So for example, kung ang complaint na hinaharap niya sa isang proceedings ay defective, fatally defective, or dismissible, hindi ito pwedeng ayusin ng forum or ng korte or ng committee. Ang dapat gawin nila dyan ay i-dismiss ito. So ito yung procedural due process na sinasabi natin. Yung karapatan ng isang respondent na kilalanin at bigyan ng halaga at sundin yung kanyang karapatan na naayon sa Bill of Rights ng Konstitusyon at ng mga batas. Pero dito, unfortunately, MJ and Admar, hindi ito sinusunod. There is a blatant, a brazen and patent illegality and disregard of the due process right of Vice President Sara Z. Duterte.
Pero sinabi po kahapon ng chairman ng House Justice Committee, si Congresswoman Jinky Beatrix Luistro, abogada din po, na matagal na nilang pinagsasabihan si VP Sara at matagal na silang nanawagan na lumitaw at ipaliwanag po ang kanyang panig sa House Justice Committee dahil ito raw ang proper forum. Huwag daw maglabas ng press release, huwag daw mag-content. Justice Committee raw dapat niya sagutin. Anong masasabi mo doon, sir? In response po doon sa concern ni Congressman Garbin na procedural due process.
Alam mo, MJ and Admar, yung karapatan ng isang respondent is not to appear is a very cherished right. Kung nakikita niya ang proceedings ay hindi na tama or there is a violation of her rights in the law and the Constitution, bakit siya mag-appear? Karapatan niya hindi mag-appear eh. That is one of the cherished rights enshrined in the Bill of Rights. So bakit nila pepersahin ang ating Vice President na mag-appear? Because she does not have to appear. So hindi pwedeng gawing propaganda ito na pinapalabas nila na ayaw mag-appear ang Vice Presidente at sagutin yung mga aligasyon doon. She does not have to eh. In fact, nag-question siya sa Korte Suprema, nag-file siya ng petisyon para questionin yung aksyon ng komite at ang proceeding. So why will she appear? Kung karapatan niya ito na hindi mag-appear. Because if she will appear, she will waive her right to question the proceedings against her. So Luistro, who is a lawyer like myself, should know this. Pero ginagawa nilang propaganda ito eh. They are trying to project to the public na ayaw lang harapin ng Vice Presidente. Actually, karapatan ng Vice Presidente Sara Z. Duterte ang hindi mag-appear dito sa Kangaroo Committee holding or conducting a void, bogus, illegal impeachment proceedings.
Opo, at saka ano kaya ang hangganan nito, Attorney Manny, doon sa kapangyarihan po ng Justice Committee? Kung babalikan po natin ang mga ganap doon po sa nagdaang mga impeachment process, sa Senate talaga binubuksan o sa actual Senate impeachment hearing, binubuksan yung mga salin. Pero dito, Justice Committee pa lang po na bubunyag na yung laman ng Statement of Assets, Liabilities and Net Worth, sir.
Ang masama pa dito, they are probing deeper and they are expanding the probe. Tapos umaabot sila doon sa alleged bank deposits ng Vice Presidente, covering periods na hindi pa siya impeachable officer, pati yung sa husband niya. Ito ay isang malaking paglabag sa confidentiality rule and the bank secrecy law and also yung proceedings mismo ng House. Hindi pwede ito kasi sa kanila initiation phase lang eh. Ginagawa nila ngayon ay they are usurping the power of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court. So hindi pa ito ang panahon for the committee to do this because yung kanilang mandato is only to determine whether or not there is probable cause. So, hindi pwedeng maganap yung mini trial, pero ginagawa nila ngayon ay isang mini trial na labag sa ating konstitusyon. So, sila mismo ang nagbibigay ng grounds or cause para ma-invalidate ang kanilang proceedings. And the Vice President acted correctly in not appearing there and giving and dignifying yung kanilang illegal na gawain dyan.
Opo, sinabi po ni Congresswoman De Lima na wala naman daw masama doon sa improving the evidence dahil at the end of the day, sila naman din daw ang mag-constitute o tutukoy kung may existence of probable cause doon po sa inihayang impeachment complaint. Sir?
There is everything that is to be condemned there. Lahat ng kamalian nandun na eh. Kasi kung ikaw ay isang fiscal or a prosecutor and you are determining only whether there is probable cause or not, hindi ka pwedeng mag-conduct ng extensive probing or investigation. Bawal po yun. Kasi parang trial na yan, sinasakop mo na yung poder ng korte. So in this particular case, parehas ang sitwasyon So De Lima, who is a lawyer like myself, should know na yung kanilang poder ay limited. So bakit nagko-conduct sila ng mini trial? So is this not a violation of the procedure ng House at sa kakarapatan ni Vice President Sara Duterte? So klarong-klaro ito, MJ and Admar. And I have to tell the committee, based on my experience as an impeachment counsel in several impeachment proceedings, na hindi ito ginagawa ng isang matinong House Justice Committee. This has never happened before. Ngayon lang nangyayari ito na ginagawa nilang parang circus, palengke, ang kanilang proceedings, and they are the ones responsible for in case na ma-invalidate or madeklarang void ang kanilang proceedings because they are the very cause of the voidness and illegalities that they are committing. Can you imagine sa panahong ito, gusto na nilang malaman lahat ng alleged accounts ng Vice President. They are even inviting persons who are accused of high crimes like kidnapping, like Madriaga, inimbitahan. Si former Senator Trillanes, anong alam niya dyan? Puro hearsay yung mga pinagsasabi niya. At saka yung AMLAC, the AMLAC has violated the Bank Secrecy Law and the Anti-Money Laundering Law of 2021, yung amended Anti-Money Laundering Law. Hindi pwede yan na yung financial report, which is not even evidence, it is a financial intelligence report, hindi mo pwede yan i-divulge sa public. Only the court can authorize a disclosure of a bank account. Pero ginawa ng AMLAC Executive Director, itong si Buenaventura, who is newly appointed, nagsalita siya doon. Yan pa lang, ebidensya na yan ng proceeding na that I consider is kangaroo and void ab initio.
Opo, bago kay partner Admar, ito sir, protektado po ba ng batas itong ating income tax returns? Kasi parang doon ang susunod na tahak sa ilalim po ng ating National Internal Revenue Code.
Well, our laws are strict also on that. Hindi lang yung data privacy law ang applicable dyan. But many laws, hindi mo basta-basta mabuksan yan. And at this stage, the Committee on Justice has no power to order a probe of the ITR ng Vice Presidente at ng kanyang asawa. Bawal po yan. Walang basehan at walang authority sila to do that. Only the Senate sitting as an impeachment court can do that. What they are doing is a clear usurpation of power of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court. And this is constitutive of what we call grave abuse of discretion.
Attorney, magandang umaga. Si Admar po ito. Kung susundin
Yes,
po
Admar.
yung logic na ginagamit ngayon dyan po sa House Committee on Justice, papayag kaya yung mga public officials doon sa pwedeng mabusisi yung kanila pong mga transaksyon, tapos kukwentahin, isusuma total? Do you think, sir, lalo na itong mga nag-aakusa po kay Vice President Sara Duterte, ano po sa paningin ninyo, attorney?
Alam mo, reckless itong house na ito Ang ginagawa nila ay lantarang paglabag sa mga batas. As I've said earlier, they have practically violated all the laws Hindi lang ang ating constitution. So, this is brazen disregard of the due process clause and also of the privacy of persons appearing before the committee. Ang ginagawa nila dyan, hindi na trabaho ng isang House Committee on Justice, but parang regular inquiry na in aid of legislation. Iba po yung function ng isang committee ng Congress conducting an inquiry in aid of legislation at even yung committee na sa question hour dito sa mandato ng House Committee on Justice. Very limited ang mandato ng House Committee on Justice ADMAR. Kasi ang sabi ko nga, they are only empowered to determine whether there is probable cause or not. Yun lang. Hindi sila pwede mag-conduct ng isang mini trial or a trial type proceeding. But what is happening is there is a trial type proceeding ongoing sa House Committee on Justice. And I'm very dismayed, discouraged with the House Committee on Justice because yung mga abogado dyan, yung iba ay nag-warn na sa committee chairperson na they are proceeding illegally pero hindi pa rin siya nakikinig at tuloy-tuloy pa rin siya. So if the Supreme Court, if ever, in the interest of in the higher interest of justice will issue a TRO, kasalanan na ito ng House Committee on Justice. Kasi pinatunayan lang nila sa buong Pilipinas at sa mga Pilipino na hindi sila sumusunod sa ating Constitution at sa mga batas. They are the first lawbreakers when they are supposed to be the first to follow the law that they are passing. Remember, the Bank Secrecy Law, the Anti-Money Laundering Law of 2021, at ang ibang mga batas na pinasa nila galing dyan sa Kongreso. But they are the first lawbreakers. So nakakadismaya talaga ang ginagawa ng House Committee on Justice chaired by Congresswoman Jerbil Luistro.
Opo, huli na lang po mula sa akin na attorney, masusurpresa pa ba tayo if muli may dudulog na naman sa Korte Suprema para questionin itong panibagong mga ginawa nila dyan po sa Kamara?
Well, I will not be surprised kung magpapile ng bagong petisyon ng ating Vice Presidente questioning the further desecration of the laws and the Constitution by the House Committee on Justice because continuing ang kanilang grave abuse of discretion dito eh. And under the Constitution Article 8, Section 1 and Section 5, the Supreme Court is the best forum and the highest court that could determine whether or not there is grave abuse of discretion and a violation of the Constitution and the laws dito. In fact, may mga pending na sa Korte Suprema na petisyon. Pero because of the ongoing violations committed by the House, pwede pa rin maghain ng panibagong complaint sa Korte Suprema or in the proper courts.